because it's a doubting disorder, you are going to doubt anything, absolutely anything, because that's the nature of this disorder. It makes you doubt. It makes you doubt. It makes you doubt everything. Okay, that's what it does. Now, each day that you go about your life, you want to think that today I'm going to get triggered by anything. I am going to doubt anything, right? With OCD, you can become utterly convinced, and that me explaining this to you guys who have OCD like myself, we're pretty aware that that's the case. You can be convinced of absolutely anything. At my worst, I was convinced that if I walked into a bar and I went to take a drink and I had that drink in my hand and I just turned my head like that for 1 second and looked down at the drink, I thought someone had put some poison in the drink. I couldn't even understand how I could think such a thing, but it was the nature of this disorder. That's what it does. So OCD is going to lead to you doubting any aspect of your life, everything, and particularly the OCD recovery journey. Am I doing recovery right? Do I understand what I'm doing? What if it doesn't work? What if I stay stuck forever? What if I never get better? All these things. And it will have you absolutely convinced 1 minute to the next. I'm doing it wrong, I'm doing it right, I'm doing it wrong, I've never learned anything, I'm back at square one, I'm never going to improve, my life's always going to be stuck, I don't think I've ever improved anything. That's what this disorder's like. You could take an OCD sufferer, put them in front of me, I could work with getting them better for 6 months, have them absolutely back to sort of feeling complete inner peace, and then in 1 second, I could convince them, or somebody else could convince them, that they've never improved at all. They're completely stuck as they always were, and they haven't improved. There's been no improvements. And we can do that to ourselves too. So we can convince ourselves too, in a second, that we're in that situation. So with the OCD recovery journey, we need to be aware that we can become convinced. That doesn't mean we're stupid. It doesn't mean we can't see things. It doesn't mean that we are sort of easily fooled. It's not that. We are still completely intact in all other areas, but we can doubt something. So it's a protective thing. It's pushing something away. It's an anxiety. It's a getting away. It's a doubting rather than a danger. It's not a vulnerability. It's the opposite. It's the fear to oh my God, that's scary. Okay. So what used to happen in my own journey is I would be going along and I would think, how am I doing? And I'd be feeling better. When you're zoomed in on it, you feel yourself up, down, up, down. Am I doing well? No, I'm doing badly. Am I doing great? No, I'm doing terrible. And that is why we stay often fearful of being stuck, scared forever, because of this reason, because we zoom in too close to that. So what I was talking about with the doubting disorder is I would go from one moment thinking, okay, I've got this acceptance thing all going well, I'm doing really well now, to I haven't got this acceptance thing going well at all, I'm back at square one, none of it's worked and it's completely useless, like that, right? So we need to be aware of that we can become that convinced and dart between approaches. Because 1 minute I'd be like, oh, mindfulness is working so well, that's all I need, done. Why did I even waste my time with all that other stuff? Then I would go into doing exposures. Oh, this is working so well, I need to do more of these. Why did I even bother with all that other stuff? So I was darting between approaches.